Hey guys, I wanted to make today a TBR video to show you every book that I own that I want to read that I haven't read yet. And as you might be able to tell behind me, that's a lot of books. So let's just get started because this is going to take us a while. Alright, so I also organized my TBR in order of least excited to read to most excited to read so that I have to get through all the ones I don't want to read as much to get to the ones I do. Whether this is a good strategy or not, I don't know, but this is how I've been doing it for a while. So, alright, so the next book on this is called Day of War by Cliff Graham. It is about the mighty men of Israel during David's time. I'm also, because you can see these stacks, not going to be spending too much time on these books. Next is Joseph, Dreamer of Dreams by Ellen Gunderson Traylor. It's about Joseph, the dreamer, Genesis Joseph, the son of Jacob. Alright. And then we have Space Drifters, The Emerald Enigma. I've been wanting to get into Christian sci-fi, and this is just a random Christian sci-fi. Yeah. I don't know anything about it, really. I just found it on christianbook.com and thought it sounded cool, so. Next is Crystal Witness, another Christian sci-fi that, again, I know nothing about, so. And then I've got Wolf Soldier by James R. Hannibal. This one is actually Christian fantasy that I know nothing about. Next two that I have are in a series. Guardians of the Singerail and Star Riders of Ren. Again, know nothing about these, just saw these at a used bookstore and picked them both up because they were like 75 cents each. So I was like, well, I'll just give them a try. So, next is The Book of Names by D. Barclay Briggs. I keep calling these Christian fantasy. I assume they're Christian based on their publishers and the fact that I found several of these on either I found them on Christian Book or in the used book section of my local book, or in the Christian book section of my used bookstore. So yeah, not positive they're all Christian, but I'll give them a go. And some of these the publisher. Also. Then I have Wonders of the Galaxy, a collection of cosmic tales. This is like retellings of Jesus' parables. One of them is actually not Jesus' parable, but it is a parable in the Bible. Set in sci-fi. So yeah, this one looks interesting. Let's see. Then I have He Who Lifts the Skies by Casey Barnett Gramco, and it is about the Tower of Babel. This is book 2 in a series. The first one was about Noah, like one of the daughters-in-law of Noah, and I liked that book. So found that one and I was like, oh yes, I will buy this. Then I have Every Knee Shall Bow by Brian Lifton. It is set during the era of Constantine. Again, this is book 2. I read book 1 and I liked it. Then I have The Paladins by Timothy J. Stoner. Again, I think it's a Christian fiction. What's this one based on? Well, the author was raised by missionary parents, and he went to Cedarville, and seminary. So yeah, probably going to be a Christian series. Again, it was in the Christian section of my bookstore, of the used bookstore. Okay, then I have 2 books in the same series: Cindery's Midnight and Raven's Ladder by Jeffrey Overstreet. These are books 2 and 3 in a series. I wasn't the biggest fan of book 1, but I thought I'd give books 2 and 3 a try anyway. Again, different used bookstore that I found, at least this one at, because I still have the sticker on it. This one doesn't have a sticker. But I am going to guess that I probably got this one at it also. But anyway, I thought I would at least give these a try. They're not, I double checked after finishing it because they are technically listed as Christian fiction, but there wasn't much Christian about book 1, but they are listed as Christian fantasy. So maybe it'll get more Christian in the future. Alright, next is By Darkness Hid by Jill Williamson. Again, a Christian fantasy that I know nothing about. Oh, her first novel, so that would be why I don't know anything about it. Too much, or don't know anything about the author. Next is Cowler by J.J. Fisher. Again, I just found this, I guess I found this on christianbook.com. Probably. And I was like, oh hey, cool, Christian fantasy. Then we've got Secrets of the Mist by Morgan L. Bussey, however you say her name. Christian fantasy. I think I've heard somebody talking about this one. And this one, also by Morgan Bussey, Mark of the Raven. So, more Christian fantasy. And then 2 more Christian fantasies, and then we're getting into some not-Christian fantasy, so I've got other books, I promise. Hidden Current by Sharon Hink. Again, I assume this one's Christian. I actually read the first book, I think, of a different series of this author. And I enjoyed that, yes. Or at least I started it. I don't know if I finished it, but what I read I enjoyed. I need to reread that and read the rest of that series. But yeah. So, there's that one. And then Dream of Kings, also by Sharon Hink. Again, don't know much about it, if anything, but Christian fantasy, so that's my genre, so I wanted to give anything I could find a try. Alright, next I've got Mallory Towers by Enid Blyton. This is actually a bind-up, I think, of the first 3 books. Yeah, 3 books in one. I have not read this series before, but I've seen there's a TV show adaptation, and I really enjoyed that. So, I thought I would give this a try because I really liked the show. So I figured I should try the books. Speaking of TV shows that I have seen with book series that I haven't read, The Mysterious Benedict Society plus the prequel about Nicholas Benedict. Again, I loved the TV show of this, and I want to read the books. So yes, they are also in my stack. All right, next is Angela Hunt, and I just realized this is actually book 2 in a series. This didn't seem like it would be necessary to read book 1. It may not. I'll have to look into that, because I like to read series in order. But this is about, like, the time of Joseph, but I think it's actually Simeon who seems like he's the main character. I don't know, Joseph or Simeon one, or maybe it's both. Anyway, I've read some of Angela Hunt, and I've liked it. Liked what I read from her. Then I have The Ark Builder's Wife, Zara's Story, by Tracy Higley, and this is obviously about Noah's wife. I've read Tracy Higley before, and I liked her as well, so. We're getting into the authors that I've read before and I liked, so, yes. Daughter of Eden by Jill Eileen Smith. This is obviously about Eve's story. It says that right there, so. Yeah, I've read Jill Eileen Smith, and I liked her too, so. Tessa Afshar, The Hidden Prince. I really have enjoyed, I keep saying that, but I've enjoyed almost everything I've read by Tessa Afshar, I think. I think I've enjoyed everything I've read from her, so, yeah. This one's about, like, the time period of Daniel, so that will be interesting. I like the story of Daniel. And then we have By the Waters of Babylon by Maysu Andrews, which is, like, about, I guess, the Babylonian conquest. Yeah. So, again, I like Maysu Andrews' books a lot, so. And then I have When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer. I've actually not read Gabrielle Meyer, a full book by her, but I've read her in a short story collection, or novella collection, I guess, and I liked the one that she wrote. Probably, I think, if I remember right, hers was my favorite in that collection. But this is like about a girl who lives 2 lives, one in 1774 Williamsburg and one in Gilded Age New York in 1914. And she's going to have to make a choice between which one. So that sounded really cool. Then I have The Gentleman's Spy and The Indebted Earl, both by Erica Veitch. 2 and 3 in a series, and I really loved book 1, and I've discovered I think I like Erica Veitch. I've read 3 of her, or maybe just 2 of her books, but I really liked both of them. Speaking of, I've got another one of her books here, Millstone of Doubt. This is book 2 in the Thorndike and Swan Regency Mysteries. So if I remember right, the first one left off in a way that I really needed to read book 2 to know what happens next. Like there was a conclusion, but also, you know. Let's see. Then I've got, let's see, The Waters of Time, 2 books. Actually may have seen somewhere that this was a duology. So it may just be these 2. By Jodie Hedlund. Come Back to Me and Never Leave Me. Something about time travel. And I think there's also some sort of medieval storyline. So, you know, 2 things that sound really cool. Yeah. And then I have Avatar: The Last Airbender graphic novels. There's 3 in here. This is Suki Alone, Toph Beifong's Metal Bending Academy, and Katara and the Pirate's Silver. So yes, I like that show. So my husband got me those for Christmas. And then I'm almost done. I have Judge by R.J. Larson. This is sequel to Prophet, which was really good. I really liked that one. Again, Christian fantasy. And then we have Veiled Rose by Anne Elizabeth Stengel. I've read book 1, Tales of the Gold. It's book 2 in the Tales of the Goldstone Wood series. Book 1 is Heartless, and I really like that one. I've read this before, so I had started this series, and then I gave up on it a long time ago, and now I've reread them, or started rereading them, and I like them, but I had still, like, taken them to used bookstore to get rid of, and so now I gotta buy them again, which, that was bad choices, getting rid of them. And then I have Castle of Refuge, A Daracot Tale by Melanie Dickerson. I just love Melanie Dickerson. I don't think I've actively disliked any of her books. So, really excited to read this one as well. This is Castle of Refuge. I don't know what it's a retelling of. Oh, Ugly Duckling. Ugly Duckling retelling. I also have one more book that I own that I haven't read, and that is, I have it on ebook, so I can just put an image here. Glencoe by Sean Lamb. I love her books. For some reason, this one I just couldn't get through. So I thought I would give it I think I need to give it another try, though, because I still own it on ebook. So anyway, that's all the books that I have that I haven't read. That's a lot of books. Hopefully I will be able to get through those sooner rather than later, because guess what? I'm just going to keep buying more. It will never stop. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you think of them. Bye!